Frédéric Bérard. He is a political commentator and he's joining us from Montreal. Appreciate you taking the time. This is really quite the story. Frédéric, I'm sure you agree on all that. Okay, so what do you make of what we've heard today that in all parties it looks as though they're going to support this Bloc Québécois motion that would expand the mandate, if you will, in their minds. The Liberals will say, well, she already had the mandate to do all this. But anyway, they're going to support this mandate to kind of try and get to the bottom of these allegations of foreign interference by sitting parliamentarians knowingly colluding with foreign powers. What do you make of that first?
Well, actually, I think that they just have no choice. I mean, it's the integrity of the whole democratic Canadian system that is at stake right now. I think the population has the right to know what happened, what's happening, and I think that we need to protect that integrity for the next election. I mean, it's crucial. When you think about Canada, you think about what? You think about the rule of law, you think about democracy. In this particular case, those both values are in danger.
So let's get into it a little bit, if you don't mind, because I'm trying to understand, the whole question of naming the names. Like, should Canadians know? How should Canadians know? We heard from the Public Safety Minister, Dominic LeBlanc, who said that if he were to get up and do that in the House of Commons, that he would be criminally prosecuted. We heard reporters say to Jagmeet Singh, would you do it? Maybe you wouldn't be criminally prosecuted. Do you have a sense of whether that would be the appropriate way to do it? Would MPs face criminal prosecution? What's your sense?
I think LeBlanc is right to say, and in French we say it's a patate chaude or the hot potato in English, if you like. But LeBlanc is right to say that he would probably face criminal challenges if he renders public those names. But I think it's very important, it's crucial that the RCMP has the right to know what are those names right now and pursue their own investigation and if necessary, to sue them at the criminal level or for any kind of infraction to electoral laws in Canada, because this is what we're talking about right now.
Okay, I have a more complicated question then for you, because, I mean, this has been some of the arguments that have been made that, all right, the RCMP could investigate, but let's say the allegations of knowing collusion or knowing collaboration with a foreign government doesn't meet the threshold of a crime in Canada, then what? Should Canadians who vote know that their parliamentarians may have done this? And how does that information get out there if it doesn't meet that criminal threshold?
Well, you were right to say that that was a more difficult question, because it is. But my answer, no, I mean, that's a good one. I mean, I'm here for that. I would tell you the same answer, though. We need to do the right thing with the RCMP, with the criminal code, with electoral laws. But afterwards, I mean, there is a way that Canadian knows about what really happened. I want to know if my MP is in collusion with a foreign government. I want to know as a voter what's going on in my country right now, even though there is no criminal infraction at this point.
So then let's talk a little bit about what the NDP leader said, Jagmeet Singh. He says that he is going to seek that security briefing so that he can know the names. And at the very least, he said that if he finds out that a member of his party willfully or knowingly acted to undermine Canada, those are his words, that he will kick that person out of caucus. Is that the way to go for party leaders?
I think that have no other choices, because otherwise we're going to go in election within 2 years, and everyone in Canada will ask themselves, as I say, is my candidate is clean? Is my candidate is working for a foreign country? Is my candidate working for Canada? Is my candidate has nothing to do with all this very criminal potential thing here? So I think that, yeah, Jagmeet said it is right to do that right now. But at first, I think that we need to to cross the first bridge, and the first bridge in making sure that the RCMP has all those names and they can pursue their own investigation, and afterwards we can talk about rendering those names public.
Frédéric, great to get your insight. As always, thank you.
My pleasure. Bye.
Frédéric Bérard is a political commentator. We reached him in Montreal.